Let me now welcome Shri Shishir Jaipuria for the inaugural address. Shri Shishir Jaipuria is the chairman of Seth Anandram Jaipuria Group of Educational Institutions, which has been in the field of education for more than 77 years now. Presently, the group operates in all verticals of the education landscape and runs 16 K-12 schools, 4 preschools, and 2 management institutions. Jaipuria Group presently has a strength of over 20,000 students, 15,000 alumni, 900 educators, and has its presence in 15 cities across North India. Mr. Jaipuria is also the chairman at FICCI Arise, the vertical of school which takes care of the interest of independent schools. Over to you, sir. A huge round of applause, please.
Members of the Board of the Governing Council, Dr. Narang, parents, faculty members, and dear students. It is a privilege for me to be present here today when the new batch for the year 2023-25 has joined the MBA program at the Jaipuria Institute of Management. I am told that close to 280 students have already joined the program, where today we are having the induction ceremony, and the regular program will be starting in due course of time. And very soon, the number of 300, which is the sanctioned strength, will be achieved. It is very gratifying to see young students, because you are the brighter face, the face of India, the future of India. And it is nice to interact with all of you, and I would like to welcome you wholeheartedly today and wish you all the success in your life. I am also grateful to the people who have come from the industry, from the corporates, to address you, to speak to you, to give you some guidance with regard to what is their expectation from the young students. When I came in today, I saw the campus being decked up very nicely. We are having the G20 Summit very recently, when the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, will be heading the program, and the 20 head of the states will be joining there on the 8th, 9th and 10th September, and the whole Delhi has been decked up. You have seen a lot of things happening in the whole city, and the same feeling I am getting here when I am coming to the gym function, that we are all there to welcome you with lot of fervor, and we hope that you all do your best, and that sort of a engagement continues throughout the year. First of all, to begin with, I would like to salute the ISRO, who was able to take the Chandrayaan 3 to the moon. We are the first country in the world to have landed on the south side of the moon, while we are the 4th country in the world, besides America, Russia and China, to be part of this mission. I think earlier India was considered as something which was more like jugaad, something which was more like chalta hai, but over a period of times, things have rapidly changed. Each and every person all over the world realizes our technological capabilities, our scientific abilities, and each student and each person who is studying in our schools and campuses is somebody who becomes a change agent. So at a very minimal cost, close to 600 crores of rupees, this Chandrayaan 3 which was made is something which is remarkable. The same people who were there in the Chandrayaan 2, I believe, were also responsible. They learnt from their earlier mission what were their failures and improved upon it. And today we can, with a sense of pride, say that our country is one of the most scientifically advanced countries in the world. I understand that one of the movies which was made for the space, which is known as the Interstellar, the cost of that movie in the Bollywood Hollywood was 1600 crores. And we were able to send this at a cost of 600 crores. It talks about our ingenuity, our work culture, how we can do things at a very economical price and show to the world that India has arrived. Dear students, you are all entering at a time when India is rising. India is growing at a pace that it has never grown before. In the last 4 or 5 years, we have seen that we are the fastest growing GDP in the world. And if this growth continues, we will be the third largest country in terms of GDP by 2029. Already we are the fifth, and we will be overtaking countries like Japan as well as Germany in the next few years. The vision that has been set for the country is that we want to achieve a target of $26 trillion by the time we turn 100 years, that is by 2047. And for that, the government has been working actively, but each of us has to contribute for the development and the growth of the nation. All the 3 pillars which I see as far as the growth engines are concerned are moving in a trajectory space, whether it is the economic conditions, the social conditions, or the political conditions. Each one of them are aligned to itself for growth, and that is the reason a lot of multinational companies from all over the world are coming to India. Talking about the economic conditions, I would like to emphasize, just to give you some numbers, that till date, since independence, the overall money which has come under the FDI scheme in India has been $950 billion, out of which $562 billion has come only in the last 8 years. So this is the pace of growth in terms of confidence that the people have for our country. We have been able to demonstrate that India is a safe country. We have been able to demonstrate that the money that they bring in will be taken care of. They'll have the right entrepreneurs and they can trust India. That's why everybody and anybody who is there present globally is wanting to come to India. They are also opening their back offices in India for various facilities, whether it is for research, whether it is for IT, whether it is for supply chain management, whether it is for reverse engineering. So all these activities are happening within India, and I see that lot of job opportunities will be created because of these developments that are taking place. Also, we have seen all the big companies, whether it is the GAFA countries, which is Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, everybody is now in India. Oracle and so many other countries companies which are there, the numbers that they are increasing is amazing. And this is what is fascinating about our country, that people want to be here not only looking to the domestic demand, but also for doing reverse engineering and making products for the whole world. So friends, dear students, I think there's a tremendous opportunity. Besides this, I would also like to mention that the physical infrastructure in our country is growing leaps and bounds. Earlier, the infrastructure used to be dilapidated. We used to feel sorry that we are living in a country where the infrastructure is crumbling. But today, when we see the road infrastructure, we are building, to your astonishment, 40 kilometers a day. And the type of roads that are being constructed is something that we can be proud of. Likewise, it is for the railways, the seaports, the airports, and so many other things which will help us in reducing the logistics cost. And besides this, the digital stack which the country has been able to create, whether it's the Jan Dhan Yojana, whether it is the payment systems that we have been able to adopt to, whether it is the Aadhaar, all 3 pillars have been able to integrate in a manner that it is leading to social inclusion. Whether it is services in terms of payments, health, education, and other schemes of the government, relating to housing, sanitation, water, each and every person is being empowered. I mean, we are able to reach to the last person in the last village. So this is the strength we have been able to get, because the inclusion and the equity that is coming up in India is something that will ultimately drive consumption and bring other companies to India in a big way. I would also like to mention that the direct benefit transfer, because earlier a lot of subsidies and incentives were being given by the government, but there used to be a lot of leakages, and now because of this arrangement, most of the payments are being done online, as a result of which the beneficiary is able to get all the benefits directly transferred to his or her name. And also large number of bank accounts. We saw 46 crore people who were not having bank accounts, and that was opened in a few months. So this is the financial inclusivity which has come up in a very short period of time, which is driving the change. People feel much more secure, people feel much more confident, and the parallel economy which was running in the country, now everything is getting streamlined and more digital payments are being made. Another data I wanted to tell you, that the data consumption in India 7 years back, we were ranked in the world as the 122nd country in terms of data consumption. And in the last 7 years, we have become the biggest consumer of data in the world. Astronomical feats that we have been able to achieve. A person who is not even knows how to read and write, he is able to consume data today. This is the type and this is the strength of our young Indians, of the people who are living in the remotest part of the country. Friends, I would also like to say that there are a lot of mega trends that are happening. Technology is one of them. We have seen how the quality of jobs or types of jobs are continuously changing, whether it is artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, whether it is technologies relating to cloud computing, data management, product management, also like social media management. There will be huge opportunities, and I strongly feel each one of you has to understand the nuances of these technologies and try to adopt some of them wherever if it is feasible. Each one of you should build your own profile and be present in the social media, so that you know you have to build yourself and you have to project yourself. It is very easy for startups today to create a product and to market it very fast because of the various digital online systems which are there. There are large number of apps which have been created, large number of opportunities that have been created within India and outside India, and the startup culture which has been built is something the young students have built up. We have seen that more than 1 lakh startups have come up in India, and more than close to 100 startups have become unicorn. A unicorn is a startup which is valued at over $1 billion, which is now 8,200 crores. It used to be 7,000 crores, but now that the rupee is weakened, now it is 8,200 crores. And every day there is a new startup coming up. So this is the strength that we have. Even today I read that one of the companies, Zepto, has become a unicorn. And yesterday evening I was with some of the private equity representatives, and they said that in India and all over the world where we are investing, I was trying to inquire for them, what do you look in a startup company? He said that what we are looking at is not the strength in terms of the technology that they have, but we want to see whether they have the problem solving attitude, whether they have the critical thinking aptitude, whether they are prepared to change with times, whether they have the potential and the imagination to be able to scale up their business if the money is given to them. And if we are able to trust their people or the senior executives on these fundamentals, then we are prepared to back them, we are prepared to invest in those companies, and that is happening at scale in India. So these are the type of strengths, the type of skills, the type of attitude which you will have to learn in the college time, which will help you in going a long way. The management, the directors, the faculty members will be hand-holding you. You will be getting a lot of chances and interactions to work with the corporates, to do internships, to visit various facilities. And these opportunities or platforms which will be created and will be given to you, I would request each one of you to avail of them as much as possible, because this type of learning, we have only 1.5 to 2 years of learning, and then you will go to your professional life and journey. So make the best use of this time and try to learn from each other and try to play on your strengths, because everybody has his own strengths and weaknesses. But once you know your strengths and you have a vision and direction as to where you want to reach, you have to measure your goals in a very systematic manner. But unless you are able to measure where you want to reach and the time frame in which you want to acquire those skills, you will be left behind. And I strongly feel that digital skills and communication skills are very important for every child. You should try to be proficient in all these areas which are required, and there will be tremendous amount of growth for each one of you. The other day I was reading a newspaper and I was very fascinated by one of the boys, Prayag, who was in the world championship for chess, and he defeated the world number 2, and when he was playing against world number 1, he lost on the tiebreaker. So this is the type of people, the youth that we have. 18 years, he was celebrating his 18th birthday at the world championship day when he lost at a tiebreaker. So this is the confidence. Set your goals high, and unless you dream, you'll never be able to achieve. So I hope you all the best, and we are trying to improve the infrastructure. The management will give you full support and anything that the directors or the faculty members will require here. And what the people are looking is basically attitude and aptitude. So if you have the right attitude and the right aptitude, you will reach the moon as the Chandrayaan. So you will reach with the right, आपका जो भी गोल होगा, जो आपका विजन होगा, जो आपका ड्रीम होगा, वो आप अचीव कर पाएंगे. उस एल्टीट्यूड पे आप पहुंच पाएंगे जो आपने देखा है. वो लक्ष्य को ऊंचा बनाइए और वो लक्ष्य पे आप जरूर पहुंचेंगे, ये मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है. And with these few words, I once again congratulate you and give my blessings and good wishes. And I hope you enjoy your stay at the Jaipuria. And I'll request the director and the people here to make you comfortable, to ensure that you get the best facilities. And we want you to progress in life. God bless you.